two teams each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first look now for Darrington Evans.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Cardinals at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans.
And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Come on.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Evans has it left side.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll go down at the 28. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And we'll go underneath here to Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Murray to air it out again. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. McCann's got it teed up. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Lawrence will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Cardinals 7. Logan Crook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 24-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught at the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Their catch, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A give up the middle to Evans. Down to about the 45.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray. And a catch right side by Evans. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, here's Evans. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 9 yards that time.
I'm third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
For the field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
McCann's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Come back, come back.
First down, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray over the middle, complete. It's McBride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's a run by Evans. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Murray now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down and 4. Evans running behind center. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On now, Tucker McCann
from the right hash. This from 33.
McCann's kick up and good.
And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, Etienne once more. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the counter, Etienne. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run with Etienne. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Murray now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44, Murray. He'll flip this out to Evans. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Trayvon Walker,
his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Josh Allen, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Murray's got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, Charlie! Block it! Block it!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Jags will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter